Are the Clippers cursed? Lace 'em Up Sports Media proudly presents a docuseries that highlights the Los Angeles Clippers history, goes in depth about trials and tribulations of Donald Sterling, the sale of the Clippers to Steve Ballmer, and much, much more. Episodes 1 and 2 are available now on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms. Episode 3 will drop on October 10th. Are the Clippers cursed? Available now. Hello Rams fans and welcome to Week 5 of the NFL. And the Rams are coming off a painful loss to the Chicago Bears last Sunday, 24-18, despite having more total yards and first downs. The Rams defense struggled big time, though not being able to come up with stops when needed and letting Bears quarterback Caleb Williams go 17 for 23 down the field with 157 yards and 1 touchdown. The Rams defense ranks 25th among all NFL teams, giving up 8 touchdowns, 7 sacks, and picking off only 1 interception through 4 games. They're going to have their hands full Week 5 going back to SoFi Stadium against the always tough Green Bay Packers led by quarterback Jordan Love. Let's get into the preview. The 2-2 Packers are coming off a loss at home to the Minnesota Vikings and are hungry to get back to over 500. This was Love's first game back from injury, and it was a mixed bag for Love, throwing 4 touchdowns for 387 yards, but threw 3 interceptions. The Rams defense will need to be sharp as the Packers wide receivers were all beneficiaries for Love's touchdowns, an aspect of which the Rams have struggled with early into the season. One bright spot of the Rams defense heading into Week 5 is the Rams outside linebacker Jared Verse, who received the honors of Rookie Defensive Player of the Week, announced by the league on Wednesday. Verse has had a great start to his rookie campaign, totaling 19 tackles, 5 for loss, and 1 sack through the season. The Rams will need every bit of Verse on Sunday against a firing Packers offense. On the flip side, the Rams offense was much improved last Sunday versus Chicago, as Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford was able to throw for 294 yards with 322 total team yards on the day, despite having thrown 1 interception. With this, Stafford was able to achieve a bit of history in the game, passing Eli Manning for 10th all-time NFL career passing yards with 57,025 yards. Here's what Stafford had to say.
Manning for 10th all-time passing yards. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, tough to think about it at the moment, obviously after a loss, but it's again humbling thing to be mentioned with a great player like Eli. Obviously, had an outstanding career, and I'm sure at the end of the season or whatnot, I will spend more time thinking about that kind of stuff. But I was a fan of this game long before I became a player of it in the NFL, and to be mentioned with some of those guys is a really cool, humbling thing for me.
Another key element in Week 4's loss against Chicago was the Rams' inability to score in the red zone, going 1 for 4 in the red zone, which has been a consistent problem for this team in the first 4 games, ranking 18th in that category. Rams head coach Sean McVay says it comes down to decision-making and execution. Here's what McVay said during practice.
I could go on a very long-winded answer, but ultimately it boils down to decision-making and execution, and it starts with, all right, are we putting the players in positions to be able to have success, and then with those opportunities or those decisions that we're making, is there an opportunity to execute at a consistent level? And I think when those two things are aligned, a lot of good things happen. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case the other day. And so it cost us, and really it hasn't been just that game. We've been in the red area a lot.
The rest of LA's offense needs to step up big, as they'll still be severely shorthanded, missing stars like Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, but are starting to get back guys slowly but surely. Cornerback Darius Williams and defensive tackle Larrell Murchison will be put on a 21-day practice window, returning from the IR. Let's see how the Rams stack up against the Packers Week 5 Sunday afternoon. The Rams have lost 4 straight to the Packers, including their 2021 divisional playoff loss in Green Bay. I'm Mike Andrade, and Vamos Rams.